What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about a ton of brand new camo unlocks inside of Season 1 of Black Ops 7 in Warzone. Definitely stay tuned. Don't forget, folks, the Veiled Aurora camo has now been added to, I believe, everybody's account, so long as they verify their email attached to their Activision ID. The camo itself isn't animated, but still, a free camo is a free camo, so be sure to claim this one while it's still available during this first season. In the background, we got some gameplay of Haven's Hollow, a brand new Resurgence map that, of course, is currently on rotation with Rebirth Island. I know there was frustration that this map was on rotation with Rebirth every 10 minutes, so if you just wanted to play the new map, you just weren't able to, but now the timer has been decreased so that you could jump into a game of this new map even faster. I believe this was probably done due to all the backlash last year with Black Ops 6 Warzone when they added Area 99 in, which fully replaced Rebirth for a couple of months. Speaking of Warzone, though, it looks like new win streak animated camos are on the way, which were teased again in a recent dev talk. They were already on the Season 1 roadmap, but considering it is in-season content, that just means that we're likely not going to see these before the end of the year, although it's possible they're probably being saved for Reloaded, which should have been labeled as mid-season content, but I'll keep you guys in the loop as far as when they're going to be added and what menu we're going to have to access to track these win streaks, right? It'll probably be somewhere here in this tab, as you can see by the weekly challenges, and we're going to have to figure out how many win streaks that you exactly need. Do you have to do them in Battle Royale or just Resurgence? Regardless, it's great to see the Modern Warfare 3 Warzone camo rewards come back since Black Ops 6 didn't offer any, and it was cool to see just at least 4 camos per season that you can only get while playing Warzone. But coming up next week, we have the Rally Point community event, which is going to offer a new camo called Dossier Deletion. It's not an animated camo, but it's one of the personal rewards that you can grind right when the event begins. Of course, the community portion of the event will slowly be unlocked after a good couple of days, I think even a few weeks. So you're going to have to wait to get some of the rewards in that section, but you can get a free camo day one. And again, it's kind of funny to see how much of a step up this is compared to BO6, which is a game where we had to wait several seasons until, I want to say, the middle of Season 3 to get our first event camo in that game. As I also went over in a separate video earlier today, which I'll leave linked down below, the upcoming Christmas update, which is going to be kicking off December 16th, is going to offer the Camos challenge event called Naughty and Nice. One of the free unlocks in the Nice section is going to be the animated Snowfall camo. This camo already leaked out a little bit early on Twitter. It looks pretty damn good, arguably one of the best free Christmas camos we've ever gotten. I think there's been a few in the past, but definitely not too many, and I'm surprised that we're actually getting multiple camos during just one season alone through the event system, because keep in mind, we have new weapon prestige camos, the weekly challenge camos, and camos all over the place, so progression is certainly on par, if not better already, than what we got back in Modern Warfare 3. But before the end of December, we do have 2 new weapons coming out. The first one is the Sokol LMG, which early gameplay also surfaced of. It's going to become the 48 Dredge once you equip the Prestige attachment that it comes with. The weapon itself, as all others in BO7, will end up coming with 3 unique Prestige camos, which you're going to be unlocking when you hit Prestige 1, then 2, and then max level 250. The crossbow, however, is technically a part of the Rally event, which begins next week, but it's a community unlock, which means we have to wait a good, I want to say 2-3 weeks before that reward could end up being obtained. This crossbow will, of course, come with 3 prestige camos as well that are, of course, unique for just this weapon and can be universally unlocked for any weapon once you, again, prestige the weapon once, then twice, and then hit level 250. But when it comes to the meat and potatoes of this video, originally, we were just going to be talking about every brand new camo that got discovered within the launch of Season 1, which included a camo called NEXUS Horizon. It looks beautiful. You can see it in the title and the thumbnail, and I showed it very briefly at the beginning of this video. What was once a camo that we thought may have been unlocked in a competitive ranked mode because the leaked codename for it says the word comp, it has now become the 5th Mastery Camo unlock across Black Ops 7 and Warzone once you've obtained Singularity, which is the Mastery for multiplayer, Genesis, the Mastery for campaign, Infestation, the Mastery for zombies, and now Apocalypse, which is the Mastery for Warzone, which just got released 24 hours ago with the Black Ops 7 Warzone integration. So yes, you heard that correctly. There is a 5th Mastery Camo reward if you go ahead and obtain every other Mastery Camo across each of the BO7 game modes. If you've been grinding camos since the launch of BO7, then you're probably pretty deep in the grind for whatever mode that you're currently working on. If you're a content creator that specializes in camos, then you're probably almost done with every Mastery camo that you can get. The Warzone one's pretty simple, as we'll be talking about in a separate video soon, going over what some of the special challenges are. You can just unlock every Warzone camo while playing casuals, which is against bots. But either way, even if you don't have any progress right now on any of the mastery camos, or you're somebody that said, hey, I kind of only want the mastery for multiplayer and zombies, this might entice you to go ahead and grind some endgame, aka the co-op campaign, and some Warzone, to go ahead and maybe work your way towards this 5th mastery camo unlock, which we've never seen in any Call of Duty before. When have we ever seen a grand mastery unlock for just getting all the mastery camos in game, apart from a calling card or a charm? This is a huge step up for progression that we've never seen before in any other Call of Duty title. Now, this also has me thinking there could be a reward for hitting level 250 and maxing out every single weapon inside of Black Ops 7. That'll also take you quite some time. I mean, if you have a stockpile of a bunch of double weapon XP tokens, then you'll probably be able to get all of those done, I want to assume, maybe by Season 3. That's just a rough projection, depending on how much time you have to actually play the game. Level 250 isn't an easy feat for every weapon, so I bet there could be something in the pipeline for also going ahead and doing something as tedious as that. Now, as I've also said many times before, Black Ops 7 made the camo grind much more accessible for every game mode because of how many different grinds that there are. They don't just want you to work on one mastery camo for one game mode, they want you to explore across all the game modes. They want you to look at the weapon prestige system, weekly challenges, seasonal events. They want you to look at all these different avenues of progression, hence why they're all much more accessible and I think doable for the average player compared to a previous Call of Duty like Black Ops 6, or look at MW2, the Warzone 1 era of games. But once again, shout out to Readboy for being the first in the world to unlock not just Apocalypse for Warzone, but Nexus Horizon, the Ultra Grand Mastery animated camo, which I know a lot of you guys out there are gonna want to unlock. I'm also curious if this will end up going down as the rarest camo in Call of Duty history. I mean, I guess we'll see what those completion numbers look like in a couple of months. Maybe we'll end up seeing a blog post or a statement somewhere from somebody suggesting that Black Ops 7 had the most camo unlock rates ever because of the existence of Nexus Horizon. But what I really want to say is, I think regardless of what anybody thinks of Black Ops 7 as a whole, regardless of your opinion of the matchmaking or some of the systems, the weapons, the maps, no matter what, objectively, Black Ops 7 does offer us the most to do. The most unlocks in franchise history are available right now with BO7. The bar has been set, so I'm curious to see what future Call of Duty entries do offer us. Anything on this scale? I mean, if enough people go for Nexus Horizon, you could totally see other developers also trying something like this, where you're given a Grand Mastery camo for getting everything done across each of the modes. While I also believe this significantly makes up for the lack of camos we saw in Black Ops 6. Now, as you can see live in-game right now, but only live until this upcoming Monday, we have the Astra Malorum Leaderboard event. To celebrate the release of DLC 1 for BO7 Zombies, we have an event here that does feature 2 camos, just like the recent Proving Grounds event did for BO7 multiplayer. We saw several BO6 zombie leaderboard events over the last couple of months, so this one's not really any different other than the fact that there is an animated camo for hitting top 5 and a still universal camo for hitting top 15. The animated camo is honestly a must-have, especially for folks that love the theme and scenery of Astra Malorum. But it's pretty clear how you can get ahead in this event. It's really going to come down to your Easter egg completions, which give you 5,000 points apiece. Obviously, if you're high rounding, you'll also get a ton of points from your zombie kills, shutting down Oscar, which you can do easily with the Wonder Weapon, and the TED task will also give you 50 points per completion as well. But it's really coming down to that boss fight, man. So long as you can beat the boss fight and complete the Easter egg, you'll really just fly ahead of anybody on this leaderboard who isn't as knowledgeable about the steps, who isn't speedrunning it at least once or twice a day. If you want the camo, this is really what it's going to come down to, unless players on your leaderboard just don't really play zombies and stick to MP and Warzone instead. But I posted a very easy to follow and very up-to-date Easter egg guide on Astra Malorum just last night, with plenty of tips for the boss fight as well. But if you don't want to watch the video and prefer to just read the steps from an article or something, I also got you covered with the article I wrote last night on detonated.com with very easy to follow steps to get you to that boss fight. It also looks like we're going to be getting a free camo unlock for completing something in Haven's Hollow. As of recording this video, plenty of Easter eggs have been discovered, and I'll be compiling them all, but what hasn't been found yet is how to unlock this camo. Is it going to be a mastery unlock for doing several quests? Is it a reward for just doing one of the quests, which hasn't been found yet? Totally unknown, but I always love covering Warzone Easter eggs, so expect plenty of videos and shorts breaking all that down in the coming days. And Haven's Hollow is the Liberty Falls town from zombies, right? So there kind of has to be a bunch of Easter eggs, some of which are going to be connected to zombies. So I'm looking forward to diving into all of that and solving some cool ones that Raven and High Moon have left behind for us. We also have another look at the Code Frame Camo, which allegedly is going to be unlocked when you hit level 1000. And I want to say in the next maybe 2-3 weeks, you'll probably see your first legitimate account out there hitting level 1000 without boosting. Somebody might even hit it before then by using some exploit, which is actually what happened last year with Black Ops 6. Once all the rewards do get showcased online by somebody that ends up posting them, I'll of course make a follow-up video breaking down absolutely everything that you earn by hitting level 1000 in BO7. Going back to zombies though, I didn't forget about the new Curse Mode camo unlocks from Astra Malorum. Unfortunately, just like with Ashes of the Damned, you can't unlock these camos to use universally in any other game mode. These are only camos that you can swap at the menu for when you pack a punch in any round-based map within BO7. So for beating the Easter egg in Tier 1 Curse, you're going to get the Crystalline Fracture camo, which looks great. For Tier 2, you're going to get the Void Fracture. And for Tier 3, you're going to get the Amethyst Fracture camo there, as you will see. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. How are you feeling about the breaking news about the 5th Mastery Camo, aka Nexus Horizon? Also, don't forget there's going to be 2 animated weekly challenge camos that we'll be able to earn momentarily. The first one we'll be able to get during week 5 if you've gone ahead and done 6 challenges for each of the weeks leading up to Reloaded. And then there's going to be another animated camo during week 9, so long as, again, you've done 6 challenges for every week leading until the very end of the season. Leave our thoughts down below. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.